Ted. Oh yeah, you said one of the best place to visit. Make sure you say S, places. One of the best places to visit. And then you said the beach is also beautiful, as is Caribbean beach. I wasn't just like. Yeah. When you say like that, you can say the beach is also beautiful, as are the buildings, as is the something singular. You could use that, but you're pointing out another specific example of something beautiful there, like that. Oh yeah. More familiar with Korean for Koreans. For Koreans. Yeah. And then you said in Seosan lots of spices.
No, species.
Species. Yeah. Not spices.
Yeah, a lot of spices as well.
Yeah, maybe. Jung-hee. Also, some of you said this. It's not really important. I probably shouldn't even bother saying it. Cuba or Cuba?
Yeah.
Americans say Cuba, like a cube. But in Cuba, I'm trying to remember when I watched the documentary, the actual Spanish pronunciation, Cuba. Probably they say closer to Cuba, right? But in American and English pronunciation, we say Cuba. Not important. First country in world, you just need the word the. First country in the world. You said that a couple times. Just in the world. To watch some cherry blossoms. The cherry blossoms aren't really doing anything, so you would probably say to see the cherry blossoms. On this May, you would probably just say this May, no on. If you're talking about a time we say in May, I want to go there in May, you could say, I want to go there this May. You don't need to say in, but not on. Again, pronunciation-wise, Croatia. American pronunciation, we say Croatia. Again, that's pronunciation for countries changes wherever you go. And then you said by the land of Jeju Island. They buy the land of Jeju Island, probably in. They buy the land in Jeju Island, or just they buy the land not of. They buy the land. They just buy the land. They buy the land in Jeju Island. They go to Jeju Island and buy land. Again, you don't even need the word the in there. Myeongjeong. Again, in the beginning, one of my bucket list. You cannot say this. One item. One thing on my bucket list. It is the one of the. Take out the first the. It is one of the. Open secret in the diving community for dive. You're kind of repeating yourself. Open secret in the diving community. Or open secret for divers. One or the other. The Cuba government, you would say Cuban with an N. Similar to Korea, Korean. America, American. China, Chinese. You know how that works. And then short trip for England. Short trip to England. If it's a short trip for England, it is England taking the trip. Short trip for me to England. For me to England. Taehi, he wanted to do euthanasia. I'm not even 100% sure what the correct verb to use with euthanasia. Administer, or if you wanted to use a very simpler verb, I would say get instead of do, but even I'm not sure if that's, he wanted to get euthanasia. He wanted to get, maybe, because administer means give. Okay. He wanted to get it. I could pretty understand. I could really understand, or I could kind of choose. One is stronger than the other. Pretty. I could understand pretty well. You can change the pretty, put it afterwards and say pretty well. Really and kind of are a little bit different. Pretty might be in between them, but in that instance you can't say pretty understand. You said I drive it. You wanted to say past tense drove. And then I wonder if they could carry me. You were talking about the dogs. Pull might be better. Pull. Carry sounds too much like. Yeah. I wonder if they could pull me. Seijin, my family didn't want to go there by myself. You need to say my family didn't want me to go there by myself. Are generally not aggressive to the person, towards people. Are generally not aggressive towards people. Have no experience from men. I think you were talking about the sharks, I don't know. Have no experience with men or with people or with humans. They have to transfer by bus about 5 or 6 hours. The word transfer is really emphasizing the transfer part, so it sounds weird to say they transferred for 5 or 6 hours. Transfer is... They have to take the bus. They have to transfer and then take the bus or ride the bus and then go to America in summer. Probably just go to America this summer. Yeah. And Milan, they are good in guitar, good at guitar, or good at playing guitar. For me, the place is Venice. It's not a big one, but maybe be more specific. For me, the best place or an amazing place, blah, 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 is Venice. Be a little more specific. I can check how the real house looks like. Check sounds too much like you are examining or you are making sure it is correct. Maybe just see instead of check. I can see how the real houses look like. I think you said rise their entrance fee. You would probably say raise instead of rise, if I heard you correctly. And then you said sometimes they collect the hubs, herbs. When we say herbs, usually the H is silent. Herbs and spices. Collect the herbs. I would probably say gather. Collect sounds too much like you have some collection of baseball card or figurine collection. You keep it and collect them. So maybe gather sounds better. Any questions about any of those or any?